Oh, yeah. Good afternoon, I'm Jeff. I'm a Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 101 Jefferson Street here in Oregon City. We're located in the crawl space. We have a 3-inch ABS clean out as our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. Currently have water running, which we should see here in just a moment as we advance forward. Here we go. And it transitions almost immediately to the original 4-inch cast iron pipe. And the line is just about to exit out of the foundation here out the right side of the house in a couple feet. We do have some root intrusion through the line here. More roots here as well. Does it, and it transitions back to ABS pipe here at 11 feet. It did appear, it was kind of hard to tell with all the roots and stuff in there. It looked like terracotta clay once it exited the foundation. Either way though, there's roots pretty much right off the bat once you exit the foundation out to this transition point here. And I'll get those roots located and marked on the way back out for repair. And it transitions here at 46 feet over to 4-inch concrete pipe. Here at about 59, 60 feet out, I'm looking at the top of the pipe. It's really difficult to tell what that is at the top. It looks green in color, which is kind of strange in concrete. We'll get drained out at the end here and hopefully have a better look at what that is. The concrete pipe is a lot of aggregate rock is showing through. It's in pretty rough shape. And now we're in PVC pipe here at 75 feet. And here at 99 feet, we have reached the main lateral. Alright, the line is now drained out. I'm going to go and start reeling back the camera. Alright, I'm going to map the line out here from the concrete transition at the PVC pretty much all the way back to the house. The concrete, as you can see, a lot of aggregate rock is showing through. It's showing a lot of wear. It's getting towards the end of its life cycle here. Alright, I located the camera head. We're right where the driveway skirt meets the street, literally where the edge of the driveway meets the street. I've marked that with a white X. It's very shallow. It's only 2 feet 6 inches deep there. The line exits the foundation very shallow depth, and it appears because of the sloped driveway that this line never had to go all that deep, at least through the driveway portion. I'm going to continue reeling back and mapping the line out. There's a large buildup right here. It's hard to say if this is from roots coming through that debris is built up on. You can see there's an earthworm up there crawling through. That tells me that the joints are likely opened up, and you can see how much of the aggregate rock is showing through there. You can see about half of the rock itself. This line's wearing really thin, and when you've got earthworms crawling in, you know you've got openings in places. I'm going to do another marking right here at 65 feet. I'll do them about every 10 feet or so. Alright, we're working our way up the driveway right now. It's only 2 feet deep here. You can see here at this joint we've got worms crawling through the joint. Yeah, I'm going to mark this spot here. I'm going to put a T marking. I have the repair starting with an X, marked with an X right at the driveway skirt at 75 feet, the edge of it. And then I have a white line drawn at 65 feet, just showing the direction the pipe runs. Here I'm going to put a T marking on either side of the ABS. This is one of those pieces that does not necessarily have to be replaced as it's newer. And that will indicate that this is the ABS section here. Yeah, I marked a white T in the driveway where the ABS here ends at. It's only about 1 foot 3 inches deep there. It's very shallow. I've got either end of this ABS section marked. I've got a white T on either end of it. Alright, this should be right by a clean out that's in the driveway. I'll go get it marked here. This is another ABS section. Alright, so far the line's just pretty much going straight up the driveway. There is a clean out off to the far side of the driveway. It may tunnel under the driveway a bit to reach this piece of pipe. That's what I thought this tie-in here is. The line itself, though, is going right up the middle of the driveway so far. It's only about 1 foot deep right there. And again, I'm going to have this ABS section in brackets like I do the other one. There's T's facing each other, and I'll write ABS on the ground so it's indicated. I'm going to do another marking here, 25 feet. It's a much bigger span of markings, but this portion of the line here is in good shape and doesn't need replacing. And I'll just put a white line here, and when I reach the end of the ABS, it does 90, I'll put another white T there to differentiate between the pipe. Alright, just drew a line here. It's 11 inches deep. I'm going to do a marking here indicating the turn. Yeah, I'm just doing a slanted line here to show the direction it's headed to. And again, I have much of this, I'm mapping out pretty much the entire line through the driveway, even though a majority of it, or a good portion of it, the ABS sections don't need replacement. I wanted to make sure I made it clear where those places were at exactly. I apologize for any confusion. Please give me a call if you need any help discerning which parts of it to replace and not replace. But from this point here, I'm going to do another white T marking, and it will be facing inward towards the other one, basically from 12 feet here out to the, I believe it was around 45 feet. Yeah, from 12 feet to 45 feet is all ABS plastic. Does not need replacing. It's in good shape. But from this point back does need replacing. We've got root intrusion from this point basically back to the foundation. Alright, I have a white tee here. I will write ABS at the ends just so it's clear what parts need to be replaced, what parts don't. So I'm essentially here at 4 feet on out to 12 feet is in need of replacement, as there's root intrusions through just about every single one of those joints. I'll do a marking here about 7-8 feet, and then I'll do one final marking where that standing water starts at about 4 feet. Okay, we're up under the brick now, so try not to make this confusing. But the tee closest to the house where the ABS starts at, if we're referring to this working our way out from the house, at 12 feet is where the ABS starts. That's also where the terracotta ends, and I recommend replacing from at least 4 feet out to 12 feet. And I have an X right above the tee marking to indicate that is where a repair should start. And I have another X right here. And I'm going to do my final marking right here at this section of the line that's got some, right here at the terracotta transition, at about 3 feet out. And there's a chance that this is actually within the crawl space here. I'm going to try and do the marking right here just in case the terracotta is underneath the foundation. Alrighty, so it does appear that this terracotta actually just partially run underneath the foundation. Anyway, I've got this marked. The line does pass up underneath the brick up at the top of the driveway. It's about a foot deep. Anyway, from here at 3 feet on out to 12 feet, I recommend replacing due to root intrusion. And then from 12 feet to 45 feet is ABS. I have written ABS on the ground. Basically, any of the sections that don't say ABS in them, I am recommending replacement on. There's a short section of it at the end of the driveway. But anyway, please give me a call at 503-998-3212 if you have any questions about the location of the repairs. I'm going to go ahead and roll the camera all the way back out. I do recommend replacing those sections of concrete and terracotta, especially up here at the beginning where there's root intrusion, but the concrete sections out beyond, in between the ABS portions, are all in very rough shape at this point. And I do recommend upgrading them.